The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, wearing of head garments unless for religious purposes, chewing of gum, or reading any materials. Proper attire is required. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you on virtual courtroom. Are the parties ready to proceed on Neil Burrows?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Neil Robert Burrows, ticket number P1394351. One count of consuming alcohol in public. Please state your appearance for the record.
Morning, Your Honor. David Liedl on behalf of Mr. Burrows.
Good morning, Mr. Burrows. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Neil Burrows.
Counsel, today is a date and time set for a pre-trial conference. How would you like to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. I've had a chance to speak with the Assistant Corporation Counsel, Mr. Goss, this morning, and we came to an agreement. My client's going to plead responsible to the ticket of consuming alcohol in public with a 6-month delayed sentence.
Okay.
Just for the record, it's my understanding this will be a non-reporting probation, and after 6 months, it'll be administratively dismissed as opposed to having to file a motion.
So 6-month delayed sentence, correct?
That's my, yep, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you said non-reporting probation?
That's what Mr. Goss and I spoke about, yeah. My client's, 58 years old, he has 0 criminal record, and, he was at a Lions tailgate, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Burrows, you had an opportunity to speak to your attorney. He advised you of your rights.
That's right. Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea to that?
I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear all that.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, they did not, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that what the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. I'm going to turn your attention to October 2nd, 2022. Were you in the area of Fisher and Brush Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you on a public street?
Yes.
And were you consuming alcohol in the public?
Yes, I was. Regretfully.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court is also satisfied. I will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Burrows and set this matter for a sentencing on September 27, 2023. Mr. Burrows, it's very important that during this time that you not get any further tickets or come in contact with police during this time, during this 6-month time, okay?
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
I'm also gonna assess a fee of $250. How soon would you be able to make that payment?
I can pay it immediately if I know how to do that.
Okay, so you, as of tomorrow, once the ticket reaches the cashier's office, you can make that payment online or in person. If you choose to do so online, it's 36districtcourt.org.
Okay. I know. Thank you.
And you will be back here on September 27, 2023 for your delayed sentencing. At that time, if you have met if you have not gotten any further tickets or any contact with police during that time, this matter will be dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, just clarification. I guess I thought it would be administratively dismissed if he complies, but we'll show up on the 27th to put it on the record.
Yeah, because You want to show up, because I can't guarantee that every person would not have any police contact or any tickets, right?
Correct, Your Honor. Yeah, okay. We'll show up on the 27th at 8:30,
At 9 a.m.,
9 a.m. Okay,
okay?
perfect.
Thank you.
We'll play that tomorrow, and we'll see you on the 27th, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Mr. Perkins.
Morning, Your Honor.
Do we need to bring your client out of the breakout room?
If you could, I was asking for a new date based upon Mr. Goss's wanted us to take a driving class. But the question I did have is, if the court may recall, you and your staff may recall, you tried to help me last time. My client has a 625G for an arrest. And I went down, and your staff was helpful and sent me down to the clerk's office, or that area where I call that number. And
Right,
they said there was something pending, and we thought that that might find its way to your docket. It still isn't there. So my client's still unable to get a license. So that, Mr. Goss and I have a proposed resolution once he completes the driving class, but it's of no moment if I can't get rid of the 625G and let him get his license back, because it doesn't seem like they're going to prosecute on that other case.
refresh my memory, because I thought that they told me that that case didn't occur in Detroit. And then you may have told me something different. Tell me again.
No, what happened was it was the MSP out of Taylor, but the arrest happened in Detroit.
Okay. Okay, and
Yeah,
so,
you've got a great memory, as many cases as you do, but no, that it was an MSP outside of Detroit, but the arrest happened in Detroit.
okay, I am going to, so. I don't know how to get, I will try to figure out how to get them to either, because what happens if they don't ever charge it, right? Like, how long do they have to decide whether or not they're gonna charge it before they allow someone to move on with their life?
I don't know. I've usually done that administratively through the clerk's office and or the courtroom clerk, but it's not the courtroom clerk anymore. You have an assigned individual who does that, or assigned department that does that.
Correct. And you reached out to that department. Let me get this information. This is on the Urban Bailey matter, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
As it relates to the tickets that are up to date, we wanted to move those to April 25th so that he could take the classes. Then we can come back with a resolution on that.
Okay, and by then, I will try to make sure that I have an answer from the presiding judge over traffic. I'll talk to him and see how we can proceed on the other issue.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to come into the courtroom though, to give you that new date. And I can just give you the new date as well. We can, how far out do you want to push this? How long will?
I don't think it would take him that long, but that's why we had proposed April 25th.
Can we do April 27th?
April 27th.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, April 25th. I'm looking at this wrong. It's April 25th is my next date.
Yeah, we can do that.
April 25th, is that, I want to make sure that that's long enough for me to do what I need to do on the other matter as well. So the issue is that they haven't charged it yet, but yet they haven't released him.
They haven't released him, and he's been to the Secretary of State a number of times, and I just don't have any answers for my client other than, I tell him I'm working on it, and that's of no moment for him because, he's doing what he needs to do as far as, whatever remedial steps he needs to take. And
When did the incident occur, Counselor?
oh, I can ask, Mr. Bailey's on right now. If I can ask Mr. Bailey, it's been
Yeah.
quite some time.
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
Mr.
Bailey, what date did that incident with the Michigan State Police occur?
It occurred, I believe in May.
Almost a year, Your
Or
Honor.
yeah, almost a year. Yeah. It was the end of April or beginning of May. I'm about to find the exact date though. See if I can.
And that did occur in Detroit, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Just so I'm clear, where did it occur at? On what street?
It was on the Lodge Freeway.
Oh. I was gonna joke, but I'm not. All right, let me find out why this is what the holdup is. And hopefully by April 25th, I will have some answers for you. We're gonna adjourn today's matter, ticket number P1413599 will be adjourned until April 25th, 2023 at 9. Well, this is pre-trial, so we'll do that one at 8:35 a.m.
Okay. And you said April 25th?
Yes. And in the meantime, Mr. Bailey, I have some information for some things that you need to do, and we'll come back and.
And I'll keep this file, I'm not even gonna give this file back to the clerk, counselor. I'll make sure that I follow up on that today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
So, yeah.
Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Good morning. I was wondering if I could get a breakout room with the state prosecutor.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
she's already in
Were you not in the breakout room already?
The APA said that it's because it was an MSP that pulled my client over that I need to meet with the state prosecutor.
Oh, okay, we'll have to call her, email her, and see if she can zoom it in, and as soon as she zooms in, we'll let you know, we'll let you know.
My question is, if the officer's not there, can I just move to get this dismissed? So if he's not here right now, does it matter if I speak with her?
I won't move for dismissals until an hour after the hearing. I'll allow an hour for both parties to appear.
Yeah, it's been an hour. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. I'm sorry. It's been an hour and a half because the hearing was at 8:30.
My trials aren't set for 8:30. They're set for 9.
No, this is not, I'm sorry, did you say bench trial? This is a formal hearing.
Well, those are set for 9, I believe.
Oh, my notice at 8:30, but okay, no problem. Then I will just wait, and if you guys could try to get a hold of her, I'd appreciate it.
Ryan's last name.
Bell, I have Alvin Bell.
Okay, so counsel, you're right. I apologize. It should have, I usually set for 9, but he is on our docket at 8:30, so we can dismiss.
No, okay, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna bring him out of the breakout room.
I'm sorry.
Is he here?
I don't believe so.
Wait, so he should have been here as well, though, right?
Well, he gave me the authority to act on his behalf.
Okay. Okay, I don't see him in the breakout room, so we can call out the people versus Alvin Bell. Ticket number X4185434, 1 count of speeding, 25 over. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Zainab Hamoud, P85232 on behalf of Alvin Bell.
Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. And let me just double check and make sure that the officer is not in the breakout room as well.
Sure.
Not that one. We did have 2, but not, we had 1.
Say we? They're not in the breakout room.
Only Spidell checking.
He was on. So today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. This hearing was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. It is now 9:53 a.m. Therefore, this matter, or an officer has not checked in via Zoom or in person, therefore the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Counselor, it definitely is concerning that your client was accused, alleged that he was 25 plus over the speed limit, so please talk to him, make sure that he is not, that's teetering on the line of reckless, so please make sure that you, since he's not here for me to give him a lecture, if you can make sure that you pass along my sentiment.
I absolutely will, Your Honor, and I already have. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too, thank you. House counsel, are we ready to proceed on any matters?
I just want to say good morning, Your Honor. I'm Attorney Pauline Soroki, and nice
Good
to meet
morning.
you.
You
Mr.
as well.
Goss, Mr. Goss hasn't been available yet, but when he is available, I've spoken to everyone, so it won't take long.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you any relation to Mr. Soroki?
And he's my brother.
Okay.
Alan's my older brother.
And Mr. DiMaggio, are we ready to proceed on any matters?
I haven't talked to the prosecutor yet. Is there a way I can talk to him?
So have either of you seen him in the breakout room yet?
No, I've talked to all my clients, but I've never seen the prosecutor. He was always on look like retained cases.
It looks like he's in breakout room 1 and he was in there with Soroki.
No, he was
Okay.
he wasn't in there when I was in there. I tried to call his name out. That's why I came out. So, he might be in another courtroom and he just left his Zoom on.
Oh.
He's been in and out all morning. He's host, maybe co-host. He's even been in the courtroom as well.
I'm letting these other three people in.
So, Tricia can't Zoom into the breakout room for some reason. She keeps having an issue. Say, and the other two, they just keep trying, they can't connect all.
Okay, if you were just let into the courtroom, will you turn your camera on so that I can communicate with you? Mr. Black, can you hear me? Tino, U61C68T, can you hear me? So I'm going to ask, shake it, nod your head. Mr. Black, is that a cigarette in your mouth? You can't even hear me. Can you note the files of Mr. Black and review that we know that they were here?
Oh, so I need to call for Mr. Duff. How can I be?
So court is gonna take a brief, maybe like a 10-minute recess. However, we are waiting for Mr. Goff, so I'm gonna ask House Counsel to stay on so that if he does come on, you're able to go into a breakout room with him as soon as he gets back. However, for the court reporter and for the court clerk, we're just gonna take a 5-minute recess.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
House councils, y'all can meet me in room 1.
Thank you.
So Ms. Bersecki, Ms. Bersecki. Hello, Ms. Bersecki. Can't resolve you. Can't resolve your issues. Ms. Bersecki. Yes, I was trying to, I want you to unmute because I'm gonna try to see you back in the breakout room. Not with them. We'll have to reschedule.
DiMaggio.
Yes, coming in breakout room,
Yeah.
number 1.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's only. Set up. What do you mean? You're saying log into Zoom again? I mean, yeah, okay, you can do that. You can do it now. Ms. Brooks, Todd,
Hi, yes, I was waiting on the man to get back to me, and my phone like rebooted and sent me out of the meeting.
okay, so I'm not sure which room you were in, but I'm gonna send you, hey, do you recall which breakout room you were in?
I believe 8.
Okay, so I'll send you a request to join 8 again.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk,
Yes.
so he wants a couple driving records.
Well, one moment, because I am having issues with my printer. I have not been able to print anything out this morning. So that's gonna be an issue.
I just think he needs confirmation if they're valid or not, but I understand.
Artist Black. Yeah. And not connect to audio. Attention. Okay, so could I have the names or the ticket numbers for the people that he needs
Whatever you prefer. So you just one of the ticket numbers, right? It doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, because I just need to pull up their license now.
So SP 123-84011.
Okay.
And the other person is SP 138-48521.
It's not playing for me, so I will have to go somewhere else. Oh, goodness. Not playing, it's not displaying.
Okay.
I was trying to call you to tell you that I might have to put some stuff out of it. I can't put anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it over.
Okay. I'm about to pronounce some times.
When Dawes came over here, first thing this morning, he asked me to fix a couple stuff. I don't know if that was that just came out.
Yeah, I just finished this. Okay, so I just finished this.
So IT coming down?
What IT? I'm in the car.
Yeah.
But I'm about to print some driving records. Because I
Okay. Larry, look for it, Larry. What did you check? 332. 332.
Cannot be completed. Wait 1 moment.
Hello?
Okay, Ms. Bersecki,
Yes.
okay, I'm gonna try to send you to a Zoom room, to a breakout room again.
Well, I pressed, it gave me a dial-in number. So I pressed the dial-in number and it said press pound to be joined to the
No,
meeting.
no. Ma'am, I'm going to send you a request. It's going to be a prompt on your screen again, okay?
Hey.
If you don't mind me stopping you, so she has a civil infraction set for formal hearing. So
Okay, wait, one moment, the judge is on. No. Are you all ready, or you still need to speak?
well, I'm ready except for those two with the driving records.
House Counsel, are you all set? Are you ready to go? I heard you, Mr. Rowe.
Is he on?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm just finishing like the last one up. And they need to run the license for Eric Brown to make sure that he has his license.
What were you saying, House Counsel Soroki, about Ms. Bersecki?
Her ticket is a civil infraction, so I don't know if any officers checked in, so you might not even need to put her in a breakout room. I'm just saying, if you can't get her in there, we don't really need to talk to her.
Artist Black, can you hear me? He's still. Okay, so Um, Is Goss coming down to see the driving records or?
He told me to call him, so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put these two in the waiting. Because they both are valid, if that's what you need to know.
Okay, my two. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna call Mr. Dante and just let him know, and then I'll be ready.
Now, he said he needed Eric, he said Eric Brown. Eric.
So my cases are all ready.
Okay, she should be on.
He said that I could just tell the judge what he said, so
Okay.
he knows better than us, I guess.
Right. Oh, okay, Brittany, you have to check with the judge about. All right, I'll be right back. Your hair is beautiful. Look at it. Wrong courtroom?
Are we ready to proceed on any matters? Are we ready to proceed on any matters?
We are.
Yes,
I think we could probably close out the breakout rooms. Are you
You're
ready,
right.
Mr. Josh, and everybody? So
Yeah, I think I've talked to everyone, right?
unless anybody else came in.
And you are ready to close the breakout rooms?
Yes.
That last House Counsel DiMaggio, the last SOS that you needed was valid.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Wasn't the judge, I'm the clerk.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. And House Counsel, we don't want to forget about the young lady who had the other cases in May. Is that Brittany Brown Gray? House Counsel DiMaggio.
Yes. Was there a decision on that, whether to do it now or later?
So Brittany, I did not get a chance to speak with the judge about it.
Okay. Because
Wait, were you able, the ones that are set for in May, were you able to get an offer on those already?
No, I wasn't. I only got an offer for today.
So it's up to you and your client. We can have her come back in May
I think that would be the appropriate thing.
or do them separately. Would you like to speak to her for a moment or at least just briefly right here? Because it's not something that you need to have in private. You can just explain, and I'm explaining to Ms. Brown that, Ms. Brown, you have an option to stay today and get your one matter heard today, or which we were, or your attorney was able to get an offer from the prosecutor on, or come back in May when you have a separate hearing for another matter and get an offer that will include that situation. So it kind of offer so that we put all of the things, all of your matters together, so that the prosecutor can look at them all and make an offer based on everything that you have, instead of giving you an offer, having you plead something today, and then giving you an offer in May and having you plead something different in May. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to take care of everything today, is what you're saying. I'll have to wait.
Your next court date was in May. You weren't scheduled to get it all taken care of today at all.
Yeah, they when I went to court to get the, they just told me to ask. That's all.
I know, and I'm glad that you did, because I would rather, the only reason I can't handle them today is that we don't have an offer for the ones in May just yet. But we can handle them all in May and have you have all of the offers, have all the offers together at that time, that they're able to see everything at one time.
I can just take care of it all at once in May then.
Do you know what your date is in May already?
No, that's what I was about to ask you.
One moment, let me just make sure that we have it. Councilors, when we get that date, do you have any particular order you'd like to go in, or is it okay for me to just get started based on files I have in my possession? Browner? I don't think you need it.
I don't think they need
Hello.
Please put your phones on mute until your cases are called.
Okay.
Your defendant didn't check in. Make sure they won't. Yeah. If we haven't called, I didn't call it on the record, we just end up entering them at the end of the day. Okay. No, you're not needed. You too. Either of the, Mr. Roki, Mr. DiMaggio, are you ready for me to call cases in the order that I want, or do you have a particular way that you want them done?
With my cases, you can call them in any order you like, Your Honor.
Are there any that you have where the officer hasn't shown that we can just get dismissed?
There's a civil infraction. I believe the woman is in the waiting room, and there might be another civil, but I don't think you had it. Yeah.
Ms. Brown, your hearing is May 24th at 8:35 a.m. No, Brittany Brown. Ayana, you can turn your phone back on mute.
Okay. Okay.
You got that, so we'll get all of your cases done on that date.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Twice. Good morning.
Okay, so we'll be ready to see on Ms. Roby.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't catch that.
The ones that are in the waiting room, we keep admitting them, but they're unable to connect.
Okay.
And I'm not even able to give them send them a message to ask them to at least maybe join, or call the courtroom. I'll admit them again. I keep admitting them just in hopes that they will have some type of connection, but they're unable to connect. So did you say that you had one? Did you say one of those people that were in the waiting room had an officer that didn't show?
Yeah, I thought there was a civil infraction. I thought the clerk had put that woman back in the waiting room.
Yeah, I did put her. That's Patrice Bursecki.
Patrice Bursecki. Are you able to hear us now? Patrice Bursecki, can you hear us now? Turn your phone, put your phone off mute. Press *6 to take your phone off mute. My last try for Patrice Bursecki. If you can hear me, press *6 on your cell phone to take yourself off of mute. Mr. Black, can you hear me now? Mr. Black, can you hear me now? Raise your hand if you can hear me. Mr. Ropi, you can hear me, correct?
I can, definitely.
All right, so it looks like Mr. Black, can you hear me, Mr. Black? Mr. Black, can you hear me? Just a second.
Oh, no.
You can hear me, Mr. Black? Yeah, just nod your head yes if you can hear me. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in so that he can see my face. I can't hear you either. I can't hear you. Call the courtroom. Call. Put the phone number. Here, I can chat. I might be able to chat. All right, so I've just put a chat, in on him, and I am ready to proceed. You can let me know in the order that we can go back and forth between the two house councils to make it fair, or you can do it the way that you want to do it. Let me know how you want to proceed.
You can go any way you want, Your Honor. Just grab the first file, and we can go with it.
That's what I say, Judge. Just,
We don't care.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so let's clear. The first case is Ms. Bean. Is Ms. Bean ready to proceed? Please turn your camera on, Ms. Bean, if you are in the virtual courtroom. It is, I think it's Hayana Yvette Bean. All right, so the court will take note that
Let me see, it says, let me see if it got changed. Oh, it got changed.
Taji Brooks, if Taji Brooks is ready to proceed, if I'm not talking to you, please put your phones on mute, because I can hear everything in your background. Mr. Burgess, that's you. Mr. Brown, that's you. Everyone, but Artist Black, who can't hear.
Hi, yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
Okay, can you turn your camera on, Ms. Brooks?
Yes, I'm at work if that's fine.
That's fine. I just need you to have your camera on and be prepared for court. Now calling the people versus Taji Lynn Brooks, ticket number SP 137-82761. One count of open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a passenger. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew DiMaggio on behalf of Taji Brooks, who is present on Zoom.
Ms. Brooks, will you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Taji Brooks.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Mr. DiMaggio, how would you like to proceed?
Ms. Brooks would like to further have her day in court, either set it for another pretrial or, if possible, a bench trial.
Okay, this is a matter set for an arraignment. Is there a reason that you want to set it for a pretrial instead of a bench trial?
No, I would prefer to set it for, I just wonder if the court procedure, some say they want to set it for a pretrial before the bench trial, but she would prefer to have it set for a bench trial.
Mr. Black is calling. Okay, so the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of Ms. Brooks and set this matter for bench trial. Ms. Brooks, you understand that you have a right to a jury trial or a bench trial, and you decided that you'd like to have a trial before me as a trier of fact?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so this matter is going to be set for a bench trial on April 25th, 2023 at 9 a.m. $0 bond will be issued. $0 personal bond.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I will see you on April 25th at 9 a.m. Ms. Brooks.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. See you.
You're welcome. Are we ready to proceed on Ben as Israel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Caleb Demetrius Ben Israel, ticket number P1261879, count 1 improper plates, count 2 driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Andrew DiMaggio on behalf of Mr. Ben Israel.
Mr. Ben Israel, please state your name for the record.
Caleb Demetrius Ben Israel.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Mr. DiMaggio, how would you like to proceed?
There has been an offer from the prosecution, which I've discussed with Mr. Ben Israel. I believe he wishes to accept it.
You're gonna have to tell me what that offer is.
If he pleads to improper plates, they would dismiss the rest.
Okay. And Mr. Ben Israel, you had an opportunity to talk to your counselor and he advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone promise, threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. I'm gonna turn your attention to October 12th, 2021. Were you driving in the area of Evergreen and West Davidson in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2009 Dodge vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you do something that day to come in contact with Detroit Police Department, yes or no?
Yes.
And when asked to produce when you were pulled over by the Detroit Police Department, did you have proper plates on your vehicle?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied, Judge.
And do you stipulate probable cause on dismissals?
All stipulated.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea of improper plates on behalf of Mr. Ben Israel, and improper plate, and we would dismiss count 2, the driving while license is suspended. Mr. Israel, for the improper plate ticket, I'm going to assess a fee of $220. When would you be able to make that payment?
I got a question, Judge. My license wasn't suspended.
I didn't say any, did I say something about license suspension? Oh, did I say it was driving unregistered, untitled vehicle that I'm dismissing? Did I say that wrong?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so count 2, driving unregistered, untitled vehicle will be dismissed without prejudice.
Understood.
Okay, and so I'm gonna assess a fee for the improper plates of $220. When would you be able to pay that?
I was told 125.
I'm sorry?
I was told 125 was the fine.
Who told you that?
Well,
Mr. DiMaggio.
I think I gave him some erroneous advice, Your Honor.
Unfortunately, Mr. DiMaggio doesn't get to set the fees in my courtroom. And he may have been giving you a fee for a citation. However, this is a misdemeanor. And statutorily, I set the fees for a misdemeanor, and statutorily, I cannot set a fee of $125 for a misdemeanor based on the Michigan statute. So it's $220, but I can give you 30 days to pay. Is that enough time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it due on April 27, 2023. If you don't have it paid by that time, then you can come into this Zoom room and just to let me know that you need more time. If you have it paid, then you don't need to appear in court. But if you do not have it paid, you need to be here on April 27th at 8:35.
Understood.
You understand? Any questions? That concludes your matter. You're free to go.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I can hear you now.
Is that Mr. Black?
I got you on voice now, but I just don't have the picture now.
Okay, give me 1 second, Mr. Black. I'm gonna call the next case, and whichever attorney does not have that case, will you take Mr. Black into a breakout room?
Yeah, I didn't
Yes.
see him on the docket, though. I was looking for him.
I missed the court date Friday.
He's here from Friday, he just said.
Mr. Black, you doing all of this, where were you on Friday, Mr. Black? Unmute your phone, sir.
Star 6.
Hello?
Where were you on Friday, Mr. Black?
I was at home. It didn't dawn on me. I had court. I had been
You
going
don't
through.
just get to come in and take up the time of the people who are here timely, sir. You've had us spend a lot of time with you, trying to get you onto the Zoom for something that you should have been on Friday. I'll see if we can find his file, because it took too long for him to get here. I do not want him to have to leave. So who's handling Candace Bond?
I am your.
Okay, Mr. Rohi, will you please, we will try to find, Madam Court Clerk is going to find Mr. Black's file from Friday, because I'm sure we've already issued a bench warrant for Mr. Black from Friday, but please take him into a breakout room and let's resolve his matter while we have him.
Certainly. As soon as I know what the counts are.
Oh, no, Mr. Black, you were scheduled for a trial, sir. It was a trial. You don't just get to show up when you want to. It's not an invitation to a birthday party. You have to come when you're assigned to come. The officers were already here. You're just gonna have to resolve this matter at another time, because it was set for trial and I've already issued a bench warrant. There's nothing I can do at this point. Once you can come down to the court and make sure that they understand what took place, and they'll give you a new court date and we can start over, but we can't do anything for you today. Mr. Black, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, come down to 36th District Court, sir.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now calling the people versus Candace Jasmine Bond, ticket number SP 134-760-4, count 1, driving unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, and also ticket number 227-440-891, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Andrew DiMaggio on behalf of Ms. Bond, Your Honor.
Ms. Bond, will you please state your name for the record, ma'am?
Candace Bond.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench for Mr. DiMaggio. How would you like to proceed?
I've talked to the prosecutor about this. He's gave an offer and Ms. Bond wishes to accept it. The offer would,
yeah, tell me what the offer is.
she would plead to improper plates, and the other two, no insurance, would be dismissed.
Both no insurances will be dismissed?
Correct.
Ms. Bond, you had an opportunity to talk to your counsel and he advised you of your rights?
Yes.
You understood your rights? Did you understand those rights?
Yes, I understand my rights.
Okay, did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea to that?
No, nobody threatened me, no.
And you're pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay. Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. I'm gonna turn your attention to May 4th, 2022. Were you driving a 2020 Jeep in the area of Chicago Boulevard and Woodrow Wilson in Detroit?
Yes.
And you did something on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department? Yes or no? And when you came in contact with Detroit Police Department, were you driving, or was the vehicle untitled or unregistered at the time?
Yes.
Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bond for improper plate. Ms. Bond, I hope that you heard the previous person. I don't know what the costs were that you were expecting, but it's gonna be a $220 fee. I
Okay.
can give you, pay it though. How long do you need to pay it?
You could just give me the 30 days.
30 days?
Yes.
So it's due on April 27th. If you don't make that payment by April 27th, then you need to appear here on this Zoom. If you do make it, you don't need to appear here, but if not, I expect to see you at 8:35 a.m. on April 27th.
Okay.
All right, all other matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks, Judge.
Parties ready to proceed on Bounds, Christina Bounds.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
I'm ready. Well, I'm sorry. Scratch that. Oh, yeah, I have it. Ms. Bounds, if you're on Zoom, please turn your camera on if you haven't already done so and be prepared for court. One moment, please. All right, now calling the people, who's in their car? Somebody who doesn't have their phone on mute that I asked 1,000 times to put your phones on mute. Please put your phone on mute if you are not Christina Bounds and she's not in the car. Ticket number, now calling the people versus Christina Lachelle Bounds, ticket number P1238401, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license, count 2, improper plate, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Also ticket number P1332134, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, count 2, driving unregistered untitled vehicle, count 3, improper plates. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, good morning. Pauline Soroki on behalf of Christina Bounds.
Ms. Bounds, will you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Christina Bounds.
Today is
Your
the
Honor,
date and time
I'm
set for
sorry.
an arraignment bench warrant. How would you like to proceed, Ms. Soroki?
I'm going to ask the court to set all the outstanding warrants aside at this time. Enter a plea not guilty on my client's behalf.
Okay, so the court will set aside all warrants and recall any cases and enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of Ms. Bounds.
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak with the city attorney, and because she provided a valid license, insurance, and registration, all counts are being dismissed.
All counts in both matters?
And there's 6 or 2, yes.
All 6 counts?
I
Okay.
asked him if you needed it in writing, and he said no, so.
I don't need it in writing. I'm just amazed that he would be that giving. Consider this another Christmas for you, Ms. Bounds, because that was very. However, you do have one that is in default that occurred on the same day. It was a failure to stop. I think that's probably what caused you to get stopped in the first place. That went into that went into default before you scheduled your court hearing, so you need to make that payment, okay? I
How
don't
much
know
is-
what, it probably is, it would have been like 135. It's probably like 145 or 155 now. But you don't want to have it lingering out there though.
Okay,
It was 150, it's now 170,
okay,
okay?
okay.
All right, so the court would dismiss all 6 matters in ticket numbers ending in 8401 and 2934. You have a wonderful day. You should be having a wonderful day.
Thank you. God bless. Everybody stay safe.
You too, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. You have, yeah. Party's ready on Antonio Brewer.
Yes. Oh, he was retained.
He was retained.
Mr. Brewer, didn't you tell me you had retained counsel?
I don't even see Mr. Brewer here.
I think
He was.
Let me see if he's on the list. I'm pretty sure he had retained counsel. That's what he said to me, Your Honor. I don't see him in the long list of people here today.
Antonio, that's Antonio. Yeah, he's getting a 14, yeah.
Okay, apparently his counselor just asked for an adjournment. I apologize for the confusion.
Well, we all work together, you know, I mean.
Thank you, Mr. Roper.
I didn't give you this one that I had.
Oh, okay, no worries. So now I am ready to proceed on, is it Adrian Lamar Brown? Am I pronouncing it right? Adrian Lamar Brown? Help me out with the pronunciation, please.
Unmute your device.
Is it your name Darnell Brown and your phone is lighting up as if you're trying to talk? Is it Darnell Brown?
It's
No,
Darnell Brown.
There's an Adrian Brown, Your Honor. I'm trying to hit him to unmute, but
Yeah, it's not unmuting.
his camera's not, so he's.
Mr. Brown, will you unmute your phone? You probably were trying to do, okay, thank you. So now how do you pronounce your name, sir?
Adrian Lamar Brown.
Adrian Lamar Brown. That is my nephew's name. That is my great nephew's name. Exactly, Adrian. All right. We have 17. Now calling the People versus Adrian Lamar Brown, ticket number P1038420. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, failure to display a valid operator's license. Also ticket number 172945481. 1 count of driving while license suspended. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, Pauline Sorokin, on behalf of Adrian Brown.
Yes,
Mr. Brown, your name for the record.
Adrian Lamar Brown.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Mr. Rocky, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, I'm asking the court to set the warrants aside and I'm entering a plea of not guilty.
The court will recall habeas and set aside our warrants, and One moment, please. Oh, sorry. And we'll recall, Kate is into a plea of not guilty. Mr. Roby?
Yes, oh, Your Honor, I'm sorry. At this time, my client is entering his plea of not guilty, and he's requesting a bench trial date.
Okay. For all matters, correct?
Correct, Your Honor. Officer Knox is no longer on the force, but the court probably just wants to set it anyway.
Yeah, I will, just to be safe, but I'm gonna enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, sir, and set this matter for trial for April 25th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
$0 bond. You're welcome.
Mr. Brown, you're all set. Have a good day.
Tenisha, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good one. One moment. Parties ready to on. Blackman, please have your camera on, ready to proceed.
That's a civil infraction. I don't know. Oh, no, I guess it was a misdemeanor. I'm sorry. I thought it was a civil. Maybe it is. Is it a civil infraction or misdemeanor?
Disregarding officer signal, I think is a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor.
Okay, so when I would like to go back in the breakout with her, I apologize. And then when the court, during one of Mr. DiMaggio's cases.
Okay, just let me, as soon as you hear that I call Mr. DiMaggio's case.
Okay.
Then you can, but did you have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor on that one?
I did
Yeah.
not. I can, once I speak with her, I can just call him.
Have Mr. Rick Versicki been able to respond to us yet? Versicki, press *6 to unmute your phone if you can hear me. Patrice Versicki or Verkicki, *6 to unmute your phone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Have you had an opportunity to speak to an attorney?
No, I haven't.
Okay, we're gonna place you in a breakout room. I know that you were having complications getting on, so we're gonna place you in a breakout room so that you can speak to counsel.
Okay, I hope, okay, she's been trying to do that with me on my phone, and I was told to look to see what, if I see anything on my phone to press to do that, and nothing's popping up.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to either schedule an in-person meeting or get a device or contact a relative. I'm talking. Either you're gonna come in person or you're going to get a device that will allow you to get on Zoom using the Zoom app. Those are your options.
Okay, so what do I do at this time?
We're gonna try to place you in a breakout room so that you can talk to an attorney. If it doesn't work, then you can call the courtroom 965-2291 if you have any further complications. But you'll be placed in a breakout room. Wait there. You're gonna probably be in there for about 30 minutes so that we can finish these cases. The attorney who's assigned to you will be in the breakout room to talk to you momentarily. If you get
Okay, and
disconnected.
they won't talk to,
Say that again, Ms. Brooks.
okay.
Say-
I was asking if they could talk to me on my regular telephone number.
That would mean that you would have to get off the Zoom, talk to them, and then you're running the risk of being able to get back into the Zoom.
Oh, well, I'd rather do that and then get back into the Zoom because
You've taken up a lot of our time already this morning, Ms. Bissicki, so I would rather not do that. We're gonna place you in a breakout room like we do with everyone else. If there's a problem, you'll come in person. Have a good day, ma'am.
All right.
So you're not ready on Ms. Blackman, is that correct? We're not ready on Blackman yet, Ms. Roki? You need to talk to.
No, Your Honor, the breakout rooms are closed. So I never saw Blackman in the breakout rooms.
Yeah, it kicked me out.
It kicked you out?
You can help me out?
Yeah.
Hello?
No,
Okay, just
not-
sit tight. The court's getting organized, please.
Not you, okay?
Are you gonna open? Yes. All right, who has Brittany Brown? I think we talked about that one briefly this morning. Can someone refresh my memory what happened with
I think
Brittany?
Judge, I think we gave her a new court date.
We did, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. What about Darnell Brown?
I'm ready on Darnell Brown, Your Honor.
Okay. One moment, please. Thank you. Now calling the people versus Darnell Brown, ticket number SP 138-485-2, count 1, driving while license suspended, count 2, expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, Pauline Strokey on behalf of Darnell Brown.
Mr. Brown, are you here? Ms. Soroki, please tell me that it was a dismissal.
Your Honor, they are. At this time, I'm going to ask the court to waive my client's appearance. He was present this morning. He did provide a valid license, which was confirmed by your clerk. He also provided a registration. I spoke with the city attorney. He recommended dismissal of both matters, and I'd ask the court to adopt that.
Great, I'm so glad that that was the case. Otherwise, I would not have been able to swear him in with him not being here. But the court does recognize that he was in fact on. We would like to handle the matter, so we will waive his appearance. And this matter will be dismissed without prejudice pursuant to the plea agreement.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Goff, can you hear us? Eric Brown. Who has Eric Brown?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, ready to proceed. Mr. Roki, are you able, can you put her in a breakout room? Are you trying to be in a breakout room with Ms. Blackman first and then with Mr. Goss? Mr. Roki, is that the order?
No, you can just, if you just put her in, I can call Mr. Goss if he's not here. So
Okay.
if we want to work it out.
We'll put her in the breakout room, and will you also go into the breakout room and see if Ms. Baricki or Bersicki, her name Patrice, Bersicki is in the breakout room? Go to her breakout room first, since she's having complications with her device.
Okay, but you know, she's the one, she has a formal hearing and the officer's not here. on Ms. Patrici. That's, I mean, unless Officer Whitehead checked in, I didn't see him.
No, we only had one officer check in this morning and it was not him. So
Okay,
do you want? So
I can talk to her briefly and just come back out. Well, we can dismiss it even if she goes off now that it's a civil with no
I
officer.
wish I had known that before we went through all of that with her device and putting her back into the breakout room, but you can let her know
Okay.
what's gonna happen though.
And I'll prompt her back out. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and if she doesn't get back on, tell her no worries, you'll waive her appearance.
Okay, thank you.
Are we ready on Lamont, or Eric Lamont? Now calling the people versus Eric Lamont Brown, ticket number P 1378942, one count of tinted windows, one count of drove while license not valid or improper license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Andrew DiMaggio on behalf of Eric Lamont Brown.
Mr. Brown, are you here? Is this the one we just did that left?
No, that was done.
Okay, the Browns don't seem to listen. Mr. Sirocco, I'm sorry, Mr. DiMaggio, I believe your client has left. Is this going to be a dismissal? No? What was the terms of the plea?
The terms of the plea was he would get the dismissal on the improper license because he had a valid license, and I believe the clerk verified that. But he was going to take the prosecutor wanted him to have the plea to the tinted windows. So it would be that would be the plea.
But the tinted windows is a civil infraction, right?
I believe so.
So I think we can waive his appearance if you like to.
Could waive his appearance, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Period.
What is your name, sir?
What's your name?
Eric Brown.
That's it.
Oh, great, perfect. Okay, one moment, Mr. Brown.
Okay.
Now calling the people versus Eric Lamont Brown. Mr. Brown, we had already called your case. Will you state your name for the record?
Eric Brown.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date and time set for pretrial. Mr. DiMaggio, how are we proceeding?
The prosecutor has made the offer of he would plead to the improper equipment, and he provided a valid license, so that would be dismissed. So he's just left with pleading to improper equipment.
Okay, and so Mr. Brown, you understood that you're gonna be pleading to the civil infraction of tinted windows?
Yes.
Okay, the court will enter a guilty, a responsible plea to the tinted windows and assess a fee of $120. You need to pay that, sir, within the next 2 weeks, or the price will go up. The ticket amount will go up from 120. So you need to pay that by April 10th. If you're unable to pay it by April 10th, I will have you appear before me by April 24th. If you haven't paid it by April 24th, you need to be on the Zoom, but by April 10th, it's gonna go up. Do you understand?
Yes.
So we're enters a responsible plea on your behalf and assesses the fee of $120, and I'll see you on April 24th if it is not paid.
Okay.
Thank you,
You
Judge.
have a good day. You're welcome, thank you. The other matter will be dismissed without prejudice, count 2. Ready on Ayana Brown?
Yes, I'm here.
Will you turn your camera on, man? Now calling the people versus Ayana Elise Brown, ticket number P390112, count 1. Driving while license suspended, count 2, blockading. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney. Oh, is this Ms. Brown, were you being represented by the Mr. Roki, Attorney Zeroki?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, she had to step out of the virtual courtroom into a breakout room with another client. I'm gonna have to recall your matter. Do you recall what she said that the plea was going to be for you?
I think she said that she was going to talk to the prosecutor.
Does she have a
I think that privilege comes from all of the things that we've done since you were young. Once you have success, people want to support you and climb the ranks. So now your perception, walk into any, it'll be all right. Somebody look out for it. You know, some of the perks of life that comes along with it, being an entertainer, being an athlete, person of social status, you're gonna get away with some stuff that typical people probably. But you just heard it, getting away with things.
One moment, Ms. Brown, I'm just checking to see if your license is valid now, because I can dismiss that one.
Some claim allows athletes to get a pass for bad behavior. Coach,
Can you turn your TV down now, Ms. Brown?
our boys are 7 years. 7 years, and then he went to junior high.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to this one. Unless, oh, Mr. Roki, what was the plea on Ayana Brown?
Oh, Your Honor, the recommendation is fail to display a veiled license. The other 2 counts would be dismissed, which would be no points.
So she does not have, wait, the other 2 will be dismissed?
No, I'm sorry. Driving suspended would be reduced and blockading traffic would be dismissed.
Okay. And she doesn't have a valid driver's license currently?
She does not, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, that's what we were checking for. So we just went on the record for her. Will you state your name, your appearance for the record, Ms. Roki?
Your Honor, Pauline Stroke on behalf of Ms. Brown.
Ms. Brown, will you state your name for the record, please?
Ayana Brown.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Roki, it's my understanding that the offer is to reduce the driver while license suspended to failure to display and dismiss blockading.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And Ms. Brown, is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Zeroki and she advised you of your rights?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. You can put your hand down. Turn your attention to, I believe it's October 1st, 2022. Were you driving a 2015 white Dodge vehicle?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Miracles and Selden in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you do something on that day to come in contact with Detroit Police Department? Yes or no?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Your Honor, satisfied.
Stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal?
Your Honor, so stipulated.
Thank you. The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on count 1 for failure to display. We'll dismiss count 2. and assess a fee of $220. How long will it take you to pay that, Ms. Brown?
Can you give me a month?
Say that one more time.
1 month?
30 days?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
Sure.
give you 30 days, you have until April 27, 2023 at 2023 to make that payment. If you do not make it by April 27th, I need you to appear back in the Zoom room at 8. Oh, I'm so sorry. Obviously, my train of thought is that. So if you haven't made that payment by April 27th, be back in this Zoom on April 27th at 8:35 a.m. Okay, ma'am?
Okay,
You're free to go.
okay, thank you.
Well, have a good day.
You too.
Party's ready on. Party's ready on, wait, there's two Bryant. There's a Sylvia Bryant and a Brianna Bryant.
I'm on both of those, so, no, I'm ready on both of those.
Okay, Sylvia Bryant, will you turn your camera on?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try to help you out. I'm gonna ask you to do it, and you should be able to respond to the prompt. You see that?
Yes.
Now calling the people versus Sylvia Bryant, ticket number P1394973. One count of allowing unlicensed driver to drive. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroka, behalf of Sylvia Bryant.
Ms. Bryant, will you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Sylvia D. Bryant.
Your Honor, I did have the opportunity to discuss this matter with my client. At this time, she's requesting a pretrial date because she's going to have her license shortly.
No, that's incorrect.
I'm sorry. Miss, what'd you say, Miss Bryant?
This is Sylvia Bryant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, my mistake. Miss Bryant is continuing her plea and not guilty, requesting a bench trial date.
Okay, the court will enter plea of not guilty and set this matter for a bench trial on April 25th at 9 a.m. April 25th, 2023 at 9 a.m. $0 bond. Continue.
Okay,
Is
Miss
that
Bryant,
April-
we'll see you then. Same Zoom number.
April 25th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. See you then.
You do the same. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so now we're ready on the Brianna Bryant matter. Now calling the people versus Brianna Cameron Bryant, ticket number SP124668081, one count of drove while unlicensed. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, Pauline
Brianna.
Soroka on behalf of Brianna Bryant.
Ms. Bryant, you can state your name for the record, ma'am.
Brianna K. Bryant.
Today,
Your
the
Honor,
date time set for a trial. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, I'm going to ask for another pretrial date. My client is going to be getting her license shortly, so she'd ask for one more opportunity to provide it.
Okay, is this your first time adjourning this matter, Ms. Bryant?
Yes, I have to reschedule my permit test because I have to pay $150 to get reinstated because I'm disabled. So
Okay, but this your first time getting an adjournment is what I want to know.
what do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
No, on this case. So, one moment, please. All right, the court is going to adjourn this matter until April 25th. Does that give you enough time?
Can you give me until May the 6th or 7th?
Yes, I'll give you until, I'm actually going to give you until May 19th.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, but that's gonna be the last time.
Okay, I understand.
All right, good luck.
Thank you so much.
I'll
Have
see
a
you.
nice day.
So we'll see you on May 19th at 8:35 a.m. for your pretrial.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Ready on Patrice Bursicki?
Yes.
Now calling the people.
Hi, I'm Patrice Bursicki. Hello?
Ma'am, just hold on till the court addresses you, please.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Now I'm calling the people versus Patrice, and I apologize. I do have matters that are happening in the courtroom, and I understand that Ms. Bursicki cannot see because she's not on Zoom, but I am taking care of matters in the courtroom as well. I'm ready to proceed on the people versus Patrice Ann Bursicki, ticket number P1363291. One count of stop street or intersection failure to stop. One count of no receipt of or unsigned registration. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, Pauline Trokey on behalf of Ms. Bursicki.
Ms. Bursicki, state your name for the record.
Patrice Bursicki? Patrice Ann Bursicki?
Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. How would you like to proceed, Mr. Rocky?
Your Honor, I do not believe the officers appeared. I'm moving for dismissal.
The court has taken note that an officer has not checked in on this matter. This matter was set for a formal hearing at 8:35 a.m. It is now 11:26 a.m. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You're free to go, Ms. Bursicki.
Thank you, Judge. May I ask a question?
Sure.
I had already paid money for, I guess, my bail, or would I be able to get that money back?
You should be able to get it back. You didn't miss any other court dates, did you?
No.
Okay, so you should be able to get that back. I would say give it about 48 hours and you can, it's probably best and quicker for you to come in person to 36th District Court, or you can call the cashier's office and let them know that your matter was heard today and it was dismissed and you'd like to have your bond returned.
Oh, thank you. And what about the points that were on my record?
This ticket should not have given you any points. So this ticket was dismissed.
Oh,
and
okay.
hasn't been adjudicated yet. So this would not have any points on your record.
Yeah, if you have any points on your record, it's from a different case.
Okay. All right, thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
I'm going to have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You also.
Mr. Burgess, thank you for being patient, but I'm gonna handle your matter in 2 seconds. I just let someone in the room that's late who are definitely not understanding.
They were here.
I can't hear you. Hello?
He was here already.
Are you actually lying down in court, sir? You're not lying down? All right.
I know he checked in already.
If you can hear me, I cannot hear you, and I would like for you to sit up. Now calling the people versus Curtis Demond Burgess, ticket number P1356630. One count of open alcohol in a motor vehicle as the driver. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Andrew DiMaggio on behalf of Curtis Burgess, Your Honor.
Mr. Burgess, will you state your name for the record, please, sir?
Yes, Curtis Demond Burgess.
And today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. DiMaggio, how would you like to proceed in this matter?
Having discussed this matter with Mr. Burgess, he wishes to have this set for a bench trial.
The court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Burgess and set this matter for a bench trial on April 25th, 2023 at 9 a.m. $0 bond. Mr. Burgess, I will see you on April 25th at 9 a.m. You are free to go, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Burgess.
Yes, no problem.
Ready to proceed on, wait a minute, I recall Blackman. Are we ready on Blackman? Mr. Rohi, are we ready on Ariel?
Yes, yes. I'm sorry. If it was my case, we're ready on it, but Blackman?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Ariel.
Oh, yes, that's ready, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Ariel, will you turn your phone off mute, please? And give me one moment. Recalling the matter of, is it Ariel or Ariel?
It's Ariel.
Ariel. Now calling the people versus Ariel Blackman, ticket number SP 137-94641. One count of disregarding officer signal. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, Pauline Sorokin, on behalf of Ms. Blackman.
Please state your name for the
Ariel
record.
Blackman.
Your Honor, Ms. Blackman also receives 3 civil infractions at the same time, and this ticket was not sent to her like 4 months after the incident occurred. So I'm going to ask the court to consider taking those matters out of default and allowing them to be set for a bench trial date with her misdemeanor matter.
Okay, and what works, so it's my understanding though that some, let me see what those were. Those are not the ones that I gave.
This one is closed. That was the soonest one.
Hold on, I'm checking them to see. And the person who just logged in on the iPhone, can you hear us now? Can we hear you? Can you hear me? Sir, lying down in the jersey. Thank you for sitting up, finally. Can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Are we referring to her? Let me make sure that these arose on the same day. So she had a ferry course without signal observation, a stop street or intersection failure to stop, and a violation of basic speed law. Are those the 3 civil infractions we're referring to?
Yes.
I believe they were dismissed, but. Ma'am, you went to court on February 13th?
Yes, but I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know you all didn't know about all the other civil infractions. There was only one on the docket, I believe. So he pushed it back and took them out of default. I think that's what happened.
Well, he dismissed all 3. Was it Judge Williams here on my behalf?
I can't remember his name. It was a Caucasian older man though.
Oh, no.
You were here though. You were here.
I think you're talking about the attorney. Was the attorney? Is that you're talking about? Talking about the attorney, not the judge.
Oh, I see. Well, it appears based on our records that all 3 of the civil infractions were dismissed.
Okay, so can you
I'm
tell me
triple
what's
check.
left?
The only thing that's left is the one that was on the docket for today for the disregarding the officer's signal.
Now, and I have a question because when I was stopped, he didn't even tell me that.
Wait, time out. I can't hear any facts of the case unless you are trying to go to trial. And
I'm
then
not
on
trying to
the
do
trial
it.
date, I can hear your side of the story, but I cannot hear your side of the story right now. Legally,
Okay.
I can't. Okay. So did you agree to an offer with Mr. Roki, or would you like to take this matter to trial?
She was gonna get a bench trial date, Your Honor.
Oh, she was already ready for a bench trial date?
Yeah, I talked to her about that, yes.
I mean, that's exactly what it sounds like she needs, because that would be the time that I can hear your facts, okay?
Yeah, that's
So I'm gonna
good.
enter a not guilty plea on your behalf
Okay.
and set this matter for trial on April 25th at 9 a.m.
So the other infractions were
dismissed.
And that is speeding. Can you tell me exactly which those were again? I'm sorry.
Hold on 1 second. It was the very course without signal observation, a failure to stop, and then a violation of basic speed law.
Okay.
All three of those were dismissed on February 13th.
Okay.
So for whatever reason, they didn't get scheduled together. Your misdemeanor and your civil infractions weren't scheduled together. So I don't know, what happened there. However, this matter that you're in front of me on today, which is the disregarding officer's signal, is scheduled for trial now for April 25th at 9 a.m. And I've entered a not guilty plea on your behalf, and a $0 bond will be continued.
And this is in this courtroom again.
In this same Zoom room, same exact thing you did today. Okay, you all set?
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, see you on April 25th. Did I say 25th? April 25th.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It looks like young man, can you hear, is it Portia? Obviously, this is the same person. Portia Brooks, is that your name? Can you call 965-2291 from your cell phone? Did anyone talk to him in the breakout room?
I did not.
And then I also have a Neil, wait, can we hear you now?
No, that's house counsel.
Mr. Brooks, you need to call 965-2291. You have an issue with your phone. We cannot hear you, sir.
And he checked in earlier, so I'm not sure why that.
And then we had a Neil Burrows check in, but I don't know that we resolved the matter. Does anyone have Neil Burrows?
He had a retained counsel, so it's gone.
Oh, okay. What do we do?
I had a Ferrari, Brooks.
Did we do Ferrari? Oh, that's the same one. This is Porsche. I think it's Ferrari, Porsche.
Yeah, that's the same person. That's him.
Brooks.
I had that one, Judge.
You do have that one. That's him, but he's not listening to me. Call. I don't care how loud you yell in the phone. We can't hear you. You have a problem with your system, sir. Call the courtroom. 313-965-2291. What are we doing with him though, Mr. DiMaggio?
It looks like we had a deal worked out, and I talked to Mr. Brooks, and he liked it.
What was it though?
The deal was he would plead to failure to display and get the rest of them dismissed. Open alcohol would be dismissed.
Oh, wow. And then the disregarding traffic control, did that already go into default?
I'm not sure about that, but he said he dismissed everything but the failure to display.
We're gonna have to give him another day if he can't get his phone together within the next 30 seconds.
Check. That's something he didn't have any problems with. He has a warrant on one of his cases as well.
Yep.
Decent.
What we doing with Ayana? What she? Oh, because I asked you. Did
Oh,
she
about
have
her other two.
She had what?
She has, no, she's scheduled for trial on the 29th, and then she has a pre-trial. No.
That pre-trial, we need to move that pre-trial to March 29th.
No, so in 2 days she'll be back.
So for her pre-trial on the 29th.
Oh, yeah.
Did you call the courtroom? Okay, so since you can hear me, but I can't hear you, I'm getting ready to adjourn your matter due to a fault, like no fault of your own, but there is an obvious issue with your connection. We all, everyone else can hear each other, but can anyone hear Mr. Brooks besides me? Okay.
No, Judge.
Okay, I just wanted to go for the record that everyone else can hear me, Mr. Brooks. We can see your mouth moving, but we cannot hear you. I've asked you 3 times now to call into the courtroom. You can hang up from the Zoom and call into the courtroom, and I will proceed with your matter over the phone. But if you do not call 313-965-2291 in the next 3 seconds, then we are going to adjourn this matter. Thank you. Is this Mr. Brooks? I'm gonna put you on speaker. All right. Everybody comfortable with Mr. Brooks being on speakerphone?
I'm good with it, Judge.
Now calling the people versus Ferrari Porsche Brooks. Is it Porsche or Porsche? Porsche Brooks. Ticket number P1356500. 1 count of drove while license not valid or improper license. Count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver. Count 3, no, there's no count 3. Count 3 is actually a civil infraction that is already in default. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Andrew DiMaggio on behalf of Mr. Brooks.
And Mr. Brooks, state your name for the record. Today is the date and time set for, I believe, this matter was set for pre-trial, sir. How would you like to proceed, Mr. DiMaggio?
There has been an offer from the city prosecutor, and Mr. Brooks was told of it and he wishes to accept it, which would be, he pleads to failure to display, and the open alcohol ticket would be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Brooks? You're gonna plead to failure to display, and we're gonna dismiss the open alcohol in the motor vehicle ticket.
Yeah.
And you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. DiMaggio in the breakout room, and he advised you of your rights, correct?
Yeah.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yeah.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yeah.
I need you to raise your right hand and swear or affirm that what the testimony that you give today will be the truth and the entire truth.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And turning your attention to May 29, 2022. Were you driving a 2021 black Dodge vehicle?
Yeah.
Were you driving in the area of Woodbine and Pickford in the city of Detroit?
Yeah.
And you did something on that day, sir, to come in contact with Detroit Police Department?
Yeah.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied, Judge.
The court is also satisfied. We will enter a guilty plea for failure to display, for a reduced charge of failure to display on count 1. Count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice. We are gonna assess a fee of $220, Mr. Brooks, for the failure to display. When will you be able to pay that? You certainly can. I'm going to give you until April 27th to pay. If you don't pay it by April 27th, you need to appear back in the Zoom room at 8:35 a.m. Okay, but if you don't, you need to be on the Zoom at 8:35 a.m. on April 27th. I want to make that clear.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day. $220. Bye. All right, counselors, I believe we are done for today. Great job. Very efficient.
Thank you, Judge. It's been a pleasure.
So I'm House Counsel this afternoon, so are we gonna, we're gonna go on the record?
Typically, so what I usually do, and